is RSN, Rangers Sports Network, presented by Progressive. It is baseball time in Texas.
Oh my goodness, what a grab! To the wall, and the Rangers win it!
What a night last night for the Rangers, a 10-0 win, largest victory margin of the year. And man, it was a night for Kumar Rocker, 7 2/3 scoreless after an opener. And then Jock Peterson doing something we've never seen, 4 hits off the bench last night as the Rangers offense rolled. And now we soar into the Mile High City, where Rangers baseball presented by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Final game of this 3-game series at beautiful Coors Field. All right, welcome in, everybody. Great to have you along with us this afternoon. I'm Dave Raymond with Mike Bassick, and hey, we're in good spirits today, feeling really nice after that one. Mostly because not just the win, but it was so good to see the offense breaking out.
Man, it was really fun to see the Rangers hit the ball so hard yesterday. As we look at our yellow wood bringing the lumber, the Rangers hard hit balls last night, a season high 10 runs, a 37% barrel rate, the exit velo at 96 miles an hour on average, and a 359 average on fly ball distance. Those are well above the Rangers' averages for the season. As we go to StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, we look at some of these very hard hit balls. Ezekiel Duran last night in the second inning. The party continued with Jake Berger's single opposite way, and then Brandon Nimmo loves Coors Field. He goes deep to center field. Ezekiel Duran wasn't done. He kept hitting the ball hard all game in the 8th inning. The Rangers look to keep it going. The great thing is there's a lot of Rangers feeling good coming into Game 3 of this series.
Positive vibes only. Speaking of which, those of you listening on the radio, really good news for you. Matt Hicks, Jared Sandler will have it after this break the rest of the way for you. Mike, myself, Laura, will continue here on RSN, and in our next segment, we're going to hear about Jack Leiter. He's on a nice little run. Great outing his last time out. Mike Bassick on that in the spotlight next. Rangers baseball on RSN is presented by Progressive Insurance. Step up to the plate for savings. Visit progressive.com. And by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers.
Well, it's the Rangers' last game here in beautiful Denver, Colorado. It's the rubber match versus the Rockies. The series tied up at 1. We look at our TXU Energy power stats. Jack Leiter Friday at the Astros was spectacular. 7 innings pitched, only 3 hits, 1 run given up while striking out 6 Astros. Boy, he was great. Unfortunately, the Rangers didn't score in that game, so he took the L. But as we look at the light show in his last 2 starts, it's 11 2/3, only 7 hits, 1 run given up, and 12 strikeouts. He looks to continue pitching great here in Colorado. Up next, it's the final game, the rubber match, the Rangers versus the Rockies, next on RSN.
All right, back here in Denver, where we are ready to go. Final game in this 3-game series. Rangers hoping for victory today and a series win in the Mile High City. Let's take a look at the Rangers Trajan Wealth lineup. Let's just combine them all into one word. They're 23 and 25, a game out in the West Division. It's McCutchen leading it off, DHing. Foscue at second base, batting second, and then Brandon Nimmo in right field. Young, Duran, Berger in the middle. Hellman gets the start in center. Higashioka behind the plate. And Tim Haggerty in left field bats 9th.
The veteran lefty, 6'4", Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. He has a 4.61 ERA in his career, but so far in 2026, he has a 7.22 ERA and the 3.12 batting average against. He's a fastball curve, sweeper, change, cutter guy. So we look at the defense for the Rockies. There's a moose in left field. Oh, wait, that's not Daryl Johnston. That's Troy Johnston. McCarthy in center, Freeman in right. In the infield, you have Karros, Tovar, Julian, and Rumfield. And behind the plate today, Brett Sullivan.
Getting your stretching in early today.
Thank you. Always want to keep you on your toes.
That's good, though. It's good. All right, so here we go. These two teams in a battle with one another, and today, in some small way, you might say that they're in a battle against the conditions, the weather, as McCutchen watches strike one from Kyle Freeland. Freeland, 33 years old, a local legend, grew up playing his high school ball just about 15 minutes south of here in Denver. One strike pitch, and that is up. 1-1. McCutchen, 226 average. Home run, 5 driven in. He led off yesterday's game. Got one at bat. He was gone in the second inning. 1-2 to count.
Not a bad day, though, right? A walk, run scored, and watch a baseball game.
Yeah, no, it was really well done. Rangers saw an opener yesterday from the Rockies and took advantage. Well, that's low. It's 2-2. But Kyle Freeland, Colorado hoping that they have a guy who can give them some length today, but it has been a struggle for him lately. Lefty's 2-2, and that is in the air out to right field. Hanging up a little bit as Freeman gets to it and make the catch, so one away. Here's Justin Foscue. Boy, oh boy, Foscue, kind of the hot hand right now. What a lift he has been. Had a double yesterday along with the sacrifice fly, also walked. He's 6 for 18 on the road trip. We'll watch one up and out.
The middle infield is hitting well on this road trip, huh?
Yeah, just getting good production from Duran and Foscue. Kind of stabilizing things there while the ball club works through some injuries. The 1-0. That's pulled foul. 1-1. Oh, come on.
No glove.
But good backup, by the way.
Yeah. They got 3 of them down there.
Not their first rodeo here in Denver. They've seen enough foul balls down that line. They know you've got to have depth. 1-1. Strike call. Foscue didn't love it, but it's behind 1-2.
Yeah, this was, let's see if it catches the zone or not. Yeah, just barely.
Freeland taking a little extra time here. And now the 1-2. That is inside.
I think Freeland thought he had strike 3, and he did.
Okay, so he's right on the edges of the zone here early. Is 2-2 on the way, and Foscue lifts it down the right side. Long run for Freeman, and that one won't be playable. Well, might have been playable had he been shaded that way. Stays 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, if you've been following this series, obviously the Rangers don't come here much every other year. Is a lot of outfield to cover for these outfielders.
Largest in baseball. 2 2/3 acres of outfield out there.
Green acres.
A little extra fertilizer you figure over the course of a year. 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And Foscue strikes out 2 away.
Well, this was a pitch that the Rockies chased a whole bunch yesterday. That breaking ball on the plate below the zone. And Freeland, when he's on, that's why I wanted to give his career ERA. He's had for a guy who's only pitched here, a really good ERA at 4.61 for a career here.
Nemo, the hitter, and he swings and misses at that sweeper, and that's the pitch for Freeland. I mean, it's a good one. He likes to use it. And if that's working, he will be tough today. We saw it in Houston. The Rangers had a little trouble with the sweeper. Bounces away.
That pitch, he has a 148 batting average against, so the 312 overall. The fastball this year, the four-seamer, he has a 421 batting average against on that pitch.
Yeah, that one has been his undoing. And there are reasons. Freeland's 1-1 on the way. And Nimmo shoots it foul. Freeland is just recently back off the injured list. He had to move out of the rotation for a bit with shoulder inflammation. And he's not been the same since. Velocity's down, and it's ticking down with each outing. And it's for all his pitches. And he does not have a big fastball, the 1-2. And that one is in the air. Out to right center field. And handled out there by McCarthy for the final out of the inning. So, Rangers can't do anything at their half. And now Jack Leiter hoping to just kind of stay pace with the rest of this Rangers staff when we come back.
Restrictions apply.
All right, scoreless top of the first inning for the Rangers lineup. And so Jack Leiter out to the mound.
Jack Leiter getting his 10th start of the year, a 4.35 ERA for the young 26-year-old, 55 Ks to 21 walks. The arsenal, fastball change. I'm going to love that slider cutter curve if he keeps it below the zone today.
Well, the Rockies lineup today, their Trajan Wealth lineup, they're 19-30. Jake McCarthy in center field starting things. Mickey Moniak will DH, and then it's Tyler Freeman in right field. Rumfield, Troy Johnston, and Ezekiel Tovar in the middle. It's Julian at second, Karros at third. Brett Sullivan, the catcher, will bat ninth. Oh, Leiter. Tell you what, his former college teammate, Kumar Rocker, dazzled here yesterday, 7 2/3 shutout. See if Jack can keep pace with that. Leiter's been really good his last couple of times out. His first offering to McCarthy, and that one's lifted out to short center. Hellman comes in, and he has to take it on a bounce.
Not hit very hard, but hitting that big outfield. The Rangers defense brought to you by Vivint. Vivint is for you. Just saw Hellman in center field. In the corners in the outfield, you have Haggerty and Nimmo. In the infield is Young, Duran, Foscue, and Berger, and Kyle Higashioka, I believe, doing the catching every game this year for Jack Leiter. Could be wrong on that, but I think it's everyone.
Well, it's been a good pairing as Mickey Moniak takes one down low. Moniak, a dangerous hitter. 12 home runs, 28 RBIs this year. Corners in a little bit. Young tight at third base. Toss over there to first, and McCarthy back in easily. So the lead man on for Colorado, and this is very much an offense-friendly ballpark. Runner going, and there's a high fly ball, center field. Hellman came in, now drifts back and makes the catch. One away.
Watching McCarthy at first, boy, does he have happy feet. Now, you can't pick a whole bunch of times. He was running on this one, and he got a good jump. If you can time up your pick, and he's kind of hopping, he can't go back until his feet hit the ground. So right there you can see him. He's going back and forth, hopping a lot. Does not stay still over there when he's getting his lead.
It looks like they want to be aggressive today based on that body language. There's a bunt popped up back behind the plate, and Higashioka won't have an opportunity at that one. And based on the fans' reactions in the seats, that was an uncatchable ball. I mean, that thing, 8 people had a chance to get that. Finally, a youngster reaching over the back of the seat. All right, and a Rangers fan to boot. Way to go, kid. And they're going again. A swing and a miss. Throw down to second and not in time. McCarthy with his 9th steal of the year.
Let's see here the jump he got. Not that great. Just to throw on the wrong side of the base. If it was on the other side, maybe you get him. Foskey was a little late getting to the base, too.
Yeah. So 0-2 though to Freeman, a bouncer up the middle, and Foskey is there and makes a good throw in time, and they get Tyler Freeman.
Very nice play. Backing off after holding him on, backhand, gets rid of the ball quick. Nice play.
Yeah, well done by the former collegiate second baseman Foskey. And here is Rumfield, man at third, 2 out, and Rumfield dribbles that one foul.
Game 3, I have Rumfield figured out. He has a bat in his hands and he's swinging it if you throw the pitch.
Throw it toward the catcher and he'll take a hack at it.
Good hitter. He's very aggressive. He's not looking for a strike. He's just looking for a ball.
A baseball, that is. Here's the 1-strike pitch, and he does hit this sharply past first. Rumfield drives in the game's first run. So you knew it that he'd be swinging, and he gets the RBI.
Yeah, this is not an executed pitch here. You know, if I have the scouting report, so do the Rangers, and throwing a breaking ball on the middle of the plate in the zone with a guy who's going to swing the bat most of the time is just not a great pitch. It happens. I'm assuming Jack Leiter wasn't trying to throw the ball right there.
Troy Johnston now the batter, and he will watch the strike. Casual call by Jim Wolf back there. He does, you know, like to flex those biceps.
It's tough to get those arms up after you've already done 10 sets of curls today.
It's the Ed Hockley of Major League umpires. Jim Wolf.
No hair on those arms either.
Let me tell you something, brother. I got the balls and strikes back here.
Yes, he does.
He eats his vitamins.
A 1-strike pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Johnson, a very good hitter, 326 average, is third best, 13 doubles. And he hits this one on the ground, second base. Foskey is there. Looks for the routine putout, and the inning is done. The Rockies get the first run of the ball game, however. We'll go to the second inning, and when we come back, Josh Young leads it off. Ezekiel Duran and Jake Berger to follow.
This road trip, we've seen Skip Schumacher willing to mix things up. He said after the game yesterday, I'm not just going to sit there, stand still, and watch the same thing happen over and over again. So yesterday, you saw him use an opener before Kumar Rocker. He pitched into the 9th inning, and then you saw him go to his bench in the 2nd inning, and Jock Peterson ended up having a 4-hit night. After the game, Jock said it's adapt or die in this game, and right now the Rangers are bought into that mindset.
It's very important that if you have a manager, I'd say A.J. Hinch is one in Detroit too, that he's going to use most of the bench every night to be prepared and be ready and not shocked about the moment he uses you.
1-strike pitch to Young, and he bloops out into short right field. It drops in, base hit. Well, that has been the story for Josh Young. Doesn't always hit it right on the screws, but he's been getting on constantly. The Rangers' first hit of the game.
Well, using the whole field here, I know he didn't barrel this one up. It got in on the hands, but good job of fighting through it. And this is one of those places where you can find green grass.
Well, you mentioned all that real estate and the largest outfield in the game. Ezekiel Duran now. And he goes after the first pitch and fouls it off. How about our Chevy under the hood regarding Duran? And you look at the comparison last year, 90 games, he had 14 RBIs. 40 games so far this year, 21 RBIs. Batting average way up, better than 70 points higher. Showing some power. And he takes outside 1-1. He's been a much different guy here in 2026. Drove in a career high 4 runs last night. Quick throw over there to first base. Young back in there, the old gunslinger move.
You don't see that too much. Remember as a kid, the first one I ever saw do that was Carlos Perez with the Expos. I know other people had done it before. That was the first time I seen that quick step off move.
Good lead for Young, not going. It's 2-1. Another smallish crowd. It is chilly again today. Not quite as cold as it's been the past 2 nights. 2-1. Yeah, that's pulled foul. I mentioned earlier at the very top of the show that these teams battling one another, but also they're competing with the elements today because all the reports are a little dire this morning about whether or not we'd be able to get through this afternoon with all the rain apparently building right nearby and on the way to the ballpark. 2-2. Freeland misses. So we'll see. We did see head groundskeeper out there with the crew between innings talking things over. So anywho, these guys are trying to compete today against one another, but also trying to make sure they get this game in. There's something brewing out there. 3-2 pitch. And good job by Duran to keep the at-bat going. Zeke 6 for 9 in the first 2 games of this series with 6 RBIs. You see a 7th pitch in this at bat from Freeland, and not before. Freeland, I think, just catching his own breath, tossing over there to first base. That's his 2nd disengagement, so he can't do it again now without fear of balking Young to second base. Pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. He gets his 2nd strikeout of the afternoon.
Goes with the cutter, starts off the plate, works back towards the middle, and beats Zeke here.
Saw one away. It brings up Jake Berger. He went 2 for 4 yesterday with a double, drove in a run. And he'll take outside. And Berger's had a nice road trip. Seems like he's figured some things out. There you see the average, 6 for 17. A couple of doubles, a home run, 4 walks. That might be the most shocking of the numbers. 1-1. Because it just doesn't, it's just not his thing to walk a lot.
No. On this road trip, he's done a better job of hitting the ball to right field. I know that's not his ultimate plan. He wants to pull the ball hard for home runs. But boy, every once in a while doing that will get you a pitch inside that you can pull.
Well, he chops this one down to third base. Carroll's to second for the 1 out, on to first in time for the double play. 5-4-3 as they go all the way around the horn. And we've played 1.5 in Denver this afternoon. 1-0 Rockies.
Lead Auto Care.
Our Choctaw Casinos and Resorts game within the game as the Rangers pitching staff the last 10 games, a 2.8, 2.17 ERA, 172 batting average against, and a whip just under 1. 4 shutouts, 7 shutouts this season, leads all of baseball. Impressive to me, Dave, is Houston and Colorado, 5 of those 10 games.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah.
And what I'm saying is those are hitters' parks.
Yeah.
So sometimes, hey, you have a pitcher's park at home, but half of those games have been at hitters' parks.
Yeah. Especially, obviously, last night, right? I mean, in this ballpark, it just doesn't happen all that often. As Leiter goes to work. Ball one on Ezekiel Tovar. And he's high with that one, 2-0. Rockies got a run in the first inning off Leiter. This is 3-0, no challenge.
Boy, Jack thought it was a strike. I did too.
There's a 3-0. And there's a strike. Well, it's always a little dicey when, as in our case, we don't have the box. 3-1. We could tell you if we did. Next pitch, there's a swing and a miss. And it doesn't even matter. He strikes out Tovar anyway. But by the way, I went back and checked. There was a strike that you wanted to challenge.
Well, this is a good job of coming back after 3-0. And right there, 3-2 pitch. It wasn't a strike. A very tough pitch to lay off of. And, you know, Leiter in that first inning, 11 pitches, 10 strikes. And this is going to sound a little bit weird. I don't want him throwing so many strikes against this team.
I hear you. We were talking about that in Rangers game day, right? It's like he oftentimes likes to just use his power against hitters, and it's an effective tool, but you don't have to with this team. You don't have to throw them strikes. Not a challenge pitch right there, 2-0. But the Rockies, they lead baseball with 417 strikeouts. Had Tovar strike out the first of the ballgame. Almost 10 strikeouts per game. That is off the plate. 3-0 to Julian, so be careful what you wish for him, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't wish for 3-0 counts, but he did come back on the last one. It's just throwing the ball on the plate below the zone once you get ahead.
Here's a strike. Last year, the Rockies struck out more than 1,500 times. 1,531 times, most in the National League, and they're pacing right around that area again this year. 3-1, and that's pulled foul, so Leiter's gotten himself back into a full count now. Jack seeing a steady diet of left-handed hitters in this one. 6 of the 9 Rockies in the lineup are lefties. The payoff, and that's fouled over to the left side. Julian, a Canadian from Quebec City, French-speaking city in Canada. Really cool little town, actually. It's a 3-2 on the way, and he swings and misses, and Leiter strikes him out after falling behind 3-0.
All right, going with the Nolan Ryan approach here this inning.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all my strikeouts, but I'm going to work from behind in the count. It's working out so far. I'd love to see strike one here, but I don't want to throw a get-me-over pitch because the Rockies are ready to swing as hard as they can first pitch. You throw a breaking ball here below the zone, you probably get a swing and miss.
Talk, you're giving me mixed messages. There's a first pitch, just a little low for a ball.
Good miss, though, right? That's where I wanted it, and I'll give Karros credit. He was unlike a Rocky this year. He laid off that pitch.
Just 23 years old. He hasn't learned to swing at everything yet. Here he fouls that one off, and the count 1-1. So I thought that was one of the things with Rocker yesterday. We never found ourselves fixated on the pitch count or even the strikeout number for him. He was just getting outs. He was close enough to the zone to get swings, but never close enough really to get squared up. Here's the 1-1. And that's a strike. That's the inside corner on Karros. So Leiter in a spot now. He could strike out the side in the second. And the righty delivers. And there's a swing and a miss. He does strike out the side in order in the second.
Well, Leiter uses the whole repertoire in the second inning. He goes first with the fastball to get Tovar. Then he gets the slider. And the last one on the changeup. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts.
All right, back here at Coors Field, and the Rangers, look at the 6 through 9 hitters so far in this series. They are really doing a great job with an OPS nearly 1,000, driving in runs. Hellman batting 7th this afternoon, and he takes ball 1. Michael 1 for 2, and that was from Monday's game. He hits this ball down the left field line, foul. 1-1 the count.
By the way, that guy has on a major league helmet down there. You notice he's a 1 ear flap guy.
Oh yeah, you're right. I wonder how he chose which ear. Oh, he's got the earpiece in the other one. That must be it. 1-1, and it's in the air center field. McCarthy drifting back, and he makes the catch. Away. Bring up Higashioka. Kyle Freeland is doing a pretty nice job here so far.
He's keeping the Rangers off balance. He's getting quick outs too. Got the big double play to end the second inning. Rangers momentum from yesterday has gone away. It doesn't mean that they can't get something going here in this inning or later in the game, but give Kyle Freeland a lot of credit for a bounce back start so far.
He's in here on Higashioka. He's gone 3 straight starts, allowing at least 6 runs. And Higgy swings and misses. 1-1. Freeland's long career here. He was a first-round pick in 2014. 8th selection overall that year. Anyway, his long career in Denver marked by, among other things, just good command. He does not walk a lot of guys. Bouncer shortstop, Tovar, takes the breadbasket and has plenty of time to get Higgy. 2 gone. I bring it up only because in this 3-start run he's on, where things have really kind of turned ugly for him, walked 3 batters in the first of the 3-start stretch. 4 batters his last time out. Now, he had gone 70 starts without walking more than 2 hitters in a game. This one ripped over third by Haggerty and down into that left field corner. And Sam into second base. He's in there with a double. So the Rangers have their second hit, and they have their first man in scoring position.
Nice job here, hunting a first pitch that you like. He gets a changeup right down the middle, barrels it up, and with Haggerty's speed, this is a easy stand-up double, and now hopefully a base hit. He can easily score from second.
Yeah, this ballpark, that's more automatic than in most. Cutchin, the batter. So 2 outs. Rangers looking for a little 2-out RBI. Those are big momentum shifters when you can get them. Andrew flew out to right field his first time up. He's always enjoyed hitting against the Rockies. And he takes a strike. 1-1. He's a lifetime 300 hitter against Colorado with 19 home runs and an OPS over 900. Haggerty leading the 1-1. And It's chopped foul. So we're starting to get a little bit of precipitation here. Not much.
I think I could hear after contact McCutcheon kind of give a ow. Didn't feel too good there. See the batting average against with runners in scoring position. Gonna have to do it now with 2 strikes as McCutcheon waiting for feeling back in his, I believe, left foot.
39-year-old veteran Andrew McCutcheon. There's the goal. Get that guy, Sam Haggerty, in from second base. Freeland's 1-2. And that one sneaks away, but not far enough for Haggerty to advance. Sullivan, good job scrambling after it. Rangers trying to apply a little pressure here. McCutcheon takes low. So full count. He's so good at this. Career by just incredible plate discipline. To go with the great hit tool we talk about all the time. Former National League MVP. 3-2. And that's ball 4. He'll take the walk. So the Rangers now have a couple of base runners with Foscue coming up.
Well, that deserves a bat flip. These were 2 pitches that could easily be swung at on the 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball that stays in the zone most of the way taken. And then this one cuts across the plate. Ooh, and that one did catch the corner.
Yeah.
So good take and luckily no challenge. And a hard bat flip.
I love it. So Foscue now. Chance to do maybe a little more damage. It's a great series. And he'll take outside. So Freeland's first walk of the game. Right after we were discussing the fact that that has been one of the little changes for him since coming back off the injured list. 1-0. It's downstairs, ball 2.
Okay, Foscue loves fastballs up in the zone, so I'm assuming that's where he's looking for this pitch. If you don't get it, you take it and move on to the next one. Advantage hitter.
Foscue homered here Monday. It's up empty on the curveball. 2-1.
It's a good pitch, but also as a hitter, that you know, the best hitters, those plate discipline right there, they're not going to swing at that pitch on 2-0.
Two outs here. Rangers' first real run scoring opportunity of the game. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So Freeland, the former first rounder from 2014, against Foscue. First round selection in 2020 by the Rangers. 14th selection overall that year. 2-2 pitch and a good breaking ball right in there. Strike 3 called. So Foscue goes down looking. Freeland gets into a little bit of trouble, but gets out of it. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Out here on the Front Range in Denver, Colorado. 1-0.
Sitting here in one of the most recognizable features in the National League, the purple row of seats here at Coors Field, which represents exactly a mile above sea level. And we have been talking about it all series long, just what makes baseball field different here in Colorado. The ball flies, the outfield is bigger, as we've talked about, and just anything can happen here at Coors Field. And I think this row is a perfect representation of why it explains why this field plays so differently, just the elevation that's here in Colorado.
Laura, you didn't pick your inning well. You went up there when it started raining hard.
I did, but you know what? I actually think I did pick it well because if you can see, I'm covered by an awning. So I'm feeling nice and comfortable up here, and I've got a beautiful view.
This one lifted out into left field. Haggerty Dealing with the wind and the rain, and goes to his knees to make the catch. Sullivan retired one away. There's the overhang. There's Laura. Plenty of room to spread out up there.
And what I'm more concerned about is actually my computer and stuff that I left down at field level. I'm a little nervous about that.
Don't worry, it's only a steady rain right now. It should only get really wet.
The weather has definitely been a factor in this series now as McCarthy shows bunt and takes strike one. McCarthy had a base hit in the first, stole second, eventually scored on the Rumfield single.
Well, you have to give the weather a lot of credit in this series. You know, the game says you need to be consistent, and it's been consistently miserable all 3 days here.
1-1. Yeah, it really has never allowed anybody to get comfortable unless that's your idea of comfort right there. The old rain poncho. Pretty chilly weather. 2-1. And today was the day when you looked at the weather forecast. Today was supposed to be, you know, mid-60s, decent weather. But when you get right here at the foot of the Rockies, you don't know from moment to moment. Fly ball out to right field. Nimmo with a little leap makes the catch. 2 away.
This is tough, man. There's the lack of gravity, there's the rain, there's the wind. This ball's not hit great, but Nimmo goes in, sideways, back, leaps, makes the play. Good job of staying with it, but it gives you an idea right now, if we keep playing through this, it's not going to be easy for outfielders.
No. Ricky Moniak, the batter, and he swings at the first pitch he sees. Good slow curveball from Leiter. Moniak flew out to center field in the first. He's 0 for 1. And hits this ball pretty well out to right center. Nimmo was deep, has the angle, makes the catch. A 1-2-3 third inning for Jack Leiter. Nicely done. Rain coming down here in Colorado. As we go to the 4th inning, Leiter keeping the Rangers in it. It's 1-0.
Globe Live. Make tomorrow better.
1-0 Rockies as we head to the 4th inning, and that Silver Boot series we just finished up in Houston heads to our place in Arlington, presented by TXU Energy. Globe Life Field beginning next Monday. Get your tickets at Rangers.com.
Looking forward to that one. Hopefully the Rangers can get a little revenge after the weekend series in Houston where they dropped 2 out of 3. Final game in this series in Denver. And now, what's going on here?
His bat.
Nimmo needed a little extra sticky.
You know, I was talking to Beeks and Gray, and they were telling me yesterday before the game what was tough about game 1 was you don't have time to really rub up the ball and make sure it's good. Obviously, they don't let you use any sticky stuff. And the rosin bags are so wet that the rosin can't help you at all in between pitches.
Freeland up top with a fastball there, 89 miles per hour. And, you know, the last couple of nights, temperatures in the low 40s, high 30s. A lot of rain. Who wants to grab that? Got a bag of rosin back there just collecting the moisture and the cold.
Yeah.
That's no fun. 1-1 to Nimmo. He flew out to center field his first time up and chops this one right side of the infield, and he's going to be in a foot race with Freeland. Oh, Freeland rather, and looks like everybody's okay, and the call is safe. Okay. He's called Nimmo safe. It's an infield hit for the moment. Hey, everybody meet it first.
Colorado is challenging the safe call at first base.
Yeah, and they're going to get that one overturned.
Yep.
That will be a 3-1 put out.
Well, you're trying to make a play on 2 guys running as fast as they can, and then a 6'4", 220-pound man hits you as you're trying to make the final call.
Boy, credit to Alex McKay, by the way, as in the middle of the collision, falling backward, Freeland's holding on to him, and he's trying to signal safe. Right arm going out to his side. But that is going to be the first down of the inning. Once they get word back, as Alan Porter on the right. He is the crew chief getting word. Watch McKay, though. Watch this. There's the collision, and he's still working. He's like, hang on, I got a job to do. He's safe. And that is close.
After review, the call on the field. Runner is out. Colorado will retain their challenge.
And so good challenge by the Rockies. Meanwhile, Freeland getting a chance to take a couple extra tosses after the collision and long wait. And here comes Josh Young. Well, Rangers have 2 hits so far off Freeland. He's done a pretty good job of keeping everybody off balance. And there's a cut fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. Rangers have scored 24 runs on 33 hits over the last 3 days. So the offense, I mean, that's pretty good. You're feeling great. Whereas the previous 20 games, they had averaged just 2.8 runs per game. Yeah, there you see it. Averaging 8 runs here lately. But today could be one of those where they've got to work a little bit to scratch out some runs.
On that first game, the Rangers did okay against Quintana, but once again, lefties have throughout Major League Baseball given the Rangers issues now for a year and change.
Yeah, the most confounding part of that had been the right-handed hitters and their struggles. Young, one of those guys, although he did have a hit in the second. And he's got another hit. That one out towards center field, drops in. He's 2 for 2.
Well, he's got one to right field. Now he's got one to right center field. Boy, just a great job of staying balanced, letting the ball travel against a guy like Freeland, who's throwing his fastball today around 88 to 91 miles an hour. Stay back. The fastball's not going to beat you with velocity, and then you can handle the off-speed pitches.
Young is on for Duran, and he takes high. Ball 1. We're seeing something this afternoon that we have not seen this entire series. The sun is starting to poke out off to the left. Bouncer, foul. 1-1. White puffy clouds and hints of sunshine sneaking through. This makes my eyes hurt.
Yeah, we've had beautiful scenics, and I was like, man, where's that place where the sun's at?
Durant struck out in the second inning in the 1-1. There's a swing, and that ball's pounded deep out to left field. It's gone! That was a rocket to left field. Low slung, 4th of the year for Duran, and the Rangers have their first lead today. It's 2-1.
Ezekiel Duran in fuego. Breaking ball, hanging. Zeke banging. And Young and Duran jogging around the bases.
It's a beautiful thing. What a year for Ezekiel Duran. Here's Berger, and he'll take low on the breaking ball. So his hot bat staying hot. 9 hits on this road trip, 8 RBIs on this trip. All of them in this series. Chopper, foul. 1-1. Been a problem for Freeland, the home runs. And there's another one. Deep out to left. And that one is gone. Berger follows Duran. Back to back. 3-1 Rangers.
What a great sign for Jake Berger here. Bottom of the zone, 85 miles an hour, goes down and gets it, crushes it. I don't care if it's Coors Field or whatever field you're at, that's a home run. Crushed.
And the second he made contact, you knew where that one was going to end up. And now a bunt, third base side. Karros charges in and makes the throw. That's a nice play by Karros as they get Hellman for the second out of the inning.
Good try.
Love the idea.
Here's the bunt, lays it down pretty well. Probably just wanted it a little bit softer off the end of the bat so it didn't carry to Karros so far. But to your point, Karros made a nice job, came in, got rid of the ball quickly.
He was anticipating, though. He was creeping in even as the pitch was delivered. So the element of surprise after back-to-back homers wasn't really there, at least as far as it concerns Karros. Duran and Berger. A couple of big flies, and the Rangers back in the driver's seat here. Here's Higashioka. And he swings and misses. Last night, the Rangers' season highs in runs, hits, extra base hits, hits with runners in scoring position. Ten runs in yesterday's win. They're up 3-1 today, and that's outside. 1-1. How about this? I was going back because it was the first time this year the Rangers have scored in double digits. That alone, they were the last team. That alone, you know, kind of gets your attention. You got to go back to late August of last year, the last time they scored in double digits. 74 games between double-digit run production. That is crazy.
It is pretty amazing, and it's good to see that they got 10 on the board, but let's cut that number in more than half the next time we see a 10-run game from the Rangers.
Yeah. By the way, the game in August, the last time they'd scored double digits, they scored 20. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a high pop-up left side of the infield. Karros is there, and the inning is done. But the sun came out in the fourth inning. Sun's out, guns out. Duran powers a two-run shot. Berger hit it even a little further, a solo blast. It's 3-1 Rangers.
For this day.
3-1 Rockies, thanks to shortstop Ezekiel Duran. First baseman Jake Berger. Back-to-back bombs give the Rangers the lead, and now it's Jack Leiter's job to hold it.
I love it. You know, it all basically coincides with the sun coming out. And it was kind of a slow start to the ball game, but we're getting all the sunshine, that rain dissipating, and the Rangers swinging the bats. 10 runs yesterday, 2 homers last inning. And now Leiter's job, make that stand up maybe. 3, 4, and 5 hitters. And the righty's first pitch. There's a strike. Tyler Freeman, he grounded out in the first, 0 for 1. And Leiter right back after him, and that looked pretty good. Wow. They appealed the check swing. He didn't go. The pitch itself, I thought, looked pretty good.
I'm with. Yeah. Let's start touching that hat.
Yeah. 1-1. 2.
Here's this one.
Okay, it's low. Leiter's 2-1. And that's chopped foul.
Is it weird? I get excited when we have a replay with the box so I can see exactly where the pitch ended up. Hey, look,
Well, it's funny how much we rely on that, or have learned to rely on that. And of course, again, your 100th reminder of the year, we don't have it here in the booth. That one lined into center field. Freeman is on. So third hit today for the Rockies, but the first one they've had since the first inning. We have just enough time here for Academy Sports and Outdoors. So lead man on in the fourth inning, and Rumfield, the batter now for Colorado. And check swing liner, third base. Young throws it back to first. They can't get the double play, but one away.
Definitely take it. The check swing out right here. These can sometimes get really unlucky for the pitcher. You give Ragsdale credit there, saying, hey, if he does check swing, he's going to hit it right here.
Yeah, stand right here. Here's Johnston, and he'll roll this one right side of the infield. Foskey will go to second. They get the out there, but that's all. So 4-6 fielder's choice, 2 away. And Ezekiel Tovar will be due. We're mentioning Tovar last night and his interest in swinging the bat, because he really does get after it. The highest swing rate in baseball, and he chases about as much as anybody. So not a guy that you really have to challenge too much in the strike zone. As a result, the average down at 204 coming into play today. He struck out in the second inning. This time he watches the ball. Johnson with a modest lead. He hops all over the place over there. And this one is up the middle, and that is through. A base hit for Tovar. 2-out single. It's a couple of men on base. Brings up Edward Julian. Well, both teams hit the road after this one. Rangers continuing a long 3-city trip. They go to Los Angeles. An off day tomorrow before starting a weekend series against the Angels. Angels, I want to say, let me just double check real quickly. They have the worst record. Nope. Yeah, the worst record in baseball, actually, and comfortably, as Julian takes ball 1.
2 games worse than these Rockies, right?
Yeah. And the largest negative run differential in baseball as well. Been outscored by 67 runs coming into play today. So it has been a struggle again for the Angels. Well, there you go. Those are the bottom teams, and the bottom 3, or as appears on your screen, the top 3. That's been this road trip for the Rangers. Outside, 3-0 to Julian. Didn't he go 3-0 on Julian last time and then struck him out?
Yep. I don't like that approach, but let's see what happens here. I'm sure he has the green light here. You need to make a good pitch here, 3-0. Taking the whole way.
Gets that high strike call.
I just thought with the runner in scoring position, 2 outs. I don't know. He might have had the green light and just himself decided on taking.
Leiter delivers again, and that is in a similar spot, but call the ball.
Okay.
A little bit high. So the bases are now loaded. 2-out single followed by a 5-pitch walk, and it brings up Kyle Karros. It also gets Jordan Teagues out of the dugout.
Big momentum shift right now in this game. Rangers took it over big time with the back-to-back homers, putting 3 on the board to start the 4th inning. Right here, you can feel a little bit of a shift, but if Leiter can get out of this situation, it almost builds a little bit more. After we just showed the records, more doubt in a team that lost 119 last year. They're off to a rough start again this year. You get out of this bases loaded situation and don't give up any runs, confidence level in the Rockies dugout ain't going to be very high the rest of this game.
You're right. You're right. They got a run in the 1st inning, but looking at easily their best opportunity of the afternoon right here. Johnston at 3rd, Tovar at 2nd, Julian at 1st. Here's Karros. Conversation done between Teagues and Leiter. And that is outside. The number's pretty rugged there for Karros with runners in scoring position. 189. And that's a beauty. 1-1 the count. Well, the Rockies have existed for 33 years. They have never won a division title. Now, they did go to the World Series in '07. But they never won a division title. Won 1 pitch and a flare out over first. That one heading foul and drops for strike 2. But they've had some struggles here. 3 straight years of 100 or more losses. Lost 119 games last year, one of the all-time worst seasons in Major League history. Preceded the previous 2 years with 101 and 103 losses. Warren Schaefer had to take over last year after a tough 40-game start. Bouncer goes foul, stays 1-2. The Rockies, they've had to shake things up. You see, they're in a tough division too. 11 out already. So for them right now, Colorado, it's about the future and guys like Kyle Karros at the plate. 1-2 pitch, and that one a little close. Up and in there, and it's 2-2.
Man, Higgy getting to that pitch was really tough. These are not easy. You're in a squat position here. And here's what I don't know. I think it's easier right there. If you're on one knee, I don't know if you can pop up like that. But in a squat, he was able to jump up and save that from being a wild pitch.
2-2. And it just misses full count. Karros this year 1 for 5 when batting with the bases loaded. And 3 times he has struck out with the bases loaded. Strikeout or not, Rangers aren't particular how he makes the out here with 2 gone. Just make it out. Throw something pretty close though. The runner's going, the 3-2, and that looked good. Strike 3 called. Carroll strikes out. He'll challenge. Our first ABS challenge by the Rockies today, powered by T-Mobile. And from Karros's position, oh boy, he gets the call. Ball 4. So Karros, how big a challenge is that? It brings in a run and makes it 3-2.
Well, if calling games so far with all the challenges we've had, that's the biggest that I can remember so far in the Rangers season.
Well, that is a massive overturn. It produces a run. The bases are still loaded. Sullivan the hitter, and he takes very high. Back-to-back 2-out walks.
For a team that doesn't walk much either.
Doesn't hardly walk at all. Only the Giants walk with less frequency in the National League than the Rockies.
Boy, this is tough. You've already had the mound visit, and Jack's just lost his rhythm and timing. He's struggling to find release point right now.
Right, you can't have a mound visit from anybody on the staff or off the bench. Higgy could still go out there. There's a strike, 2-1.
Good recovery there with the slider. Way better control of his body.
2-1. That's fouled back. Very late swing. Sullivan, a 203 hitter. Today getting a chance behind the plate. And a big opportunity currently at the plate. Here's the pitch, and there's a swing and another foul ball.
That's that kick change. He didn't throw it where he wanted. He got the foul ball. That one's supposed to go down and away more, or at least down, not in.
All right, another 2-2 offering, and that's hooked down the line, just foul. Well, they're living dangerously this inning. 2 hits allowed, but 2, in fact, back-to-back, 2 out walks. There it comes. And that one's on the ground. Diving stop Berger. Leiter covering, and he gets there ahead of Sullivan to win the inning. Ooh, great reaction by Berger.
Jake Berger with the 2-run homer in the 4th inning, and now saves at least 2 runs with the diving play towards second base. The feed, Leiter covering, and the Rangers get out of the inning with only giving up a run.
And I approve this message.
Next Monday, it's the Rangers and Astros. The first 10,000 fans will receive an All for Texas Hockey Night jersey presented by TXU Energy. Get your tickets at Rangers.com. We need you out there, Ranger fans. Tell you what, these Ranger fans in Colorado done a tremendous job cheering on their team.
Got a great standing O the other day on the road. Who was it?
Rocker, when he's coming off the mound in the 9th inning with 2 outs, every Ranger fan that was here was standing up, giving him a standing ovation.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was really cool to see. I mean, not a ton of folks, but it was great to see him, kind of embracing the moment. And even though it wasn't a home game, right? Your guy just finished a really, really impressive outing, and they showed him some love. And now looks like a little pitch calm work. What's going on?
Or a magic trick. This could be fun.
Well, that would be fun.
Yeah. Pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah.
Watch this. Abracadabra. Oh. Pulled the earpiece out.
Okay. I saw Jim Wolf signal something up to the press box. I just don't know exactly what that was. Haggerty steps in now. Okay, we're ready to go. Freeland out for his 5th inning today. And Haggerty hammers that one, but just foul. Freeland has gone 5 innings twice since April 7th. And that's exactly what he's gone, 5 innings on those 2 occasions. So it's been a little hard for him, and largely just ineffective has been the issue. But he did have to spend some time on the injured list with the inflammation in his left shoulder too, so they might have to be a little careful at times. Another foul ball. 1-2. Well, Haggerty had the double in the 3rd inning. Ultimately was left at second. Shoots that foul the other way. Sam hasn't gotten a ton of starts this year. Today, one of the few. 2 for 4 in his career against Freeland. He strikes out here. And he's the first out in this 5th inning. Give us a moment here for Globe Life.
I do think about my family's future. That's what I trust Globe Life. They've been helping families for more than 125 years. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
One away. Top of the order now is McCutcheon in there. Freeland's first pitch stands him upright. McCutcheon getting a start for a second day in a row. He's had a lot of experience against Freeland. 10 for 34 against him with a couple of home runs. He takes a strike, 1-1. Last time up, Freeland walked him. That was with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. On the way in, almost got him on the elbow. Long look in. It's 2-2. Mentioned that the Rockies have been here for 33 years. And it is one of those things that kind of will catch you a little off guard when you start talking about the oldest ballparks in the National League. And it's probably a layup for most folks. They'll be like, yeah, Wrigley Field. 1914, that is the oldest. Bouncer down to 3rd base. Carroll's pretty comfy down there, makes the play. There are 2 gone. So yeah, Wrigley Field, the oldest National League ballpark. Dodgers Stadium, the 2nd oldest ballpark in the National League. That one's always a good trivia question because that'll get people. Dodger Stadium back in 1962. And then the 3rd oldest park in the National League right here, 1995.
It's amazing.
It is.
An expansion team. You know, you gotta think of, for our age at least, if you're in your 40s or older, you think of the Rockies as an expansion team, and here they have one of the oldest, and they don't need a new stadium. This is a beautiful stadium.
This thing has done really well. Foscue takes a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. 2 gone. Nobody on base here in the 5th. Freeland trying to get through 5 innings, and he runs that one inside. We had a shot there a moment ago, the rooftop bar out in right center. There you go. And they'll hang along that rail up there, and then right below it, Smashburger from end to end. They're hanging off that rail. Especially pregame, that's the hot spot. Bouncer down to 3rd base. That one crosses up Carroll's. May have taken a bad hop on him. And Foscue is on. A 2-out base hit.
Boy, this is going to be interesting to see on replay. The last hop here.
Yeah.
Just shot back to left field. Right back to the shortstop. Last hop. No. Karros tries his best to recover, but there's nothing you can do on that. That's a hit.
Exactly. The weird hop, making it an unusual challenge for Karros. Now swinging a foul ball here by Nemo, who loves to hit in this ballpark. That rooftop bar, though, they fill that thing up before the game. They have heavily discounted beers up there before the game starts. Once the game starts, it goes to full fare, but hopefully people are greased up, ready to go, and keep the good times going, I think is the idea. There's a strike.
So you're saying if you go to the rooftop early enough, you might have the tarp off later in the game?
Yeah. That's where we get the tarps off. Come on, guys. $3 beers before the game.
So, asking for a friend, is that one of the only places where they'll say, hey, if you show up early to prepare for the game, we will discount products for you until the game starts?
Yeah, I don't know if another ballpark that does that.
It's an awesome idea.
It is.
Whoever thought of that, A+. You passed.
Yeah, passed. You're ahead of the class,
yeah.
Right? I mean, it is. It's a genius idea. And plus, it's like, it's not every place in the ballpark. It's the rooftop bar. And so it becomes a destination. And, you know, kind of one of the attractions of coming to a game here for people. It's a good time. Inside, 2-2 on Nimmo. Foscue over at first base, and doesn't appear to be any threat to be moving anytime soon. You want Nimmo to drive the ball. He had a great day yesterday. 2-2. And it's in the air, foul, and that one will end up a souvenir. Hey, another Rangers fan. They have been all over the place. Good job. And you see them, they're all like, yeah, the ball is lighter here. Jeez. Immediately tuck that thing away. Two to Nimmo. And he shoots that up the middle. That's a base hit. Foscue to second. He'll turn and hold. And the Rangers have a couple of base runners now for Josh Young.
What a premium at bat that was from Brandon Nimmo. We've seen this multiple times this year. Lefty on lefty, no issue for Nimmo. He fouls off a lot of Freeland out pitches, gets a pitch he can handle, and hammers it up the middle. Well, this isn't a great sign after this replay here.
Oh boy, I hate to see this. We're going out to check on Nimmo. Matt Lucero, head athletic trainer, and Skip Schumacher out there. And Nimmo's been nursing, I feel like sometimes has a negative connotation, but he's managing a, you know, couple of little bruises and bumps lately.
I don't know if anything happened there, but you remember it was a foot race with Freeland, his last at bat, and I don't know if it was that where he was sprinting as hard as he could. He's coming off and he's not running easily. Something's up.
All right, so he's done, and Osuna will take over for him on the bases. Let's see again if we can see something here. Nothing obvious to us, at least to me. You see anything there?
No, he's like, okay, I got a hit. I know it. I can't really go anywhere. Foscue's in front of me. I just wonder, that sprint to first base where he reached for first base against Freeland, if there was something there. And he's like, I'm going to fight through it. Maybe it'll feel better as the game progresses. Great at bat. But getting out of the box there, he probably, I'm assuming, told the trainers in between innings, hey, something is up a little bit, but I feel like I can play through it. And now they said, okay, enough's enough. We have an off day tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And I wonder too, you know, we talk a lot about recovery when you're in Denver, for pitchers especially. I wonder if it just takes a little bit more for whatever little muscle injuries and things like that when you're at altitude here.
Yeah. I always feel bad the third day here, always, my whole life.
Interesting.
And I don't feel good today, to be honest. Just
you look
headache.
marvelous.
Thank you.
You really do.
I don't look good, but something about it's at the altitude, something in the air that just bugs me here.
Just you're irritated?
Yeah, it irritates my sinuses. It irritates my head.
Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. I feel bad. Teasing me. Here's the 1-0, and that one's low.
I'll be fine. I'll take all the pain of Brandon Nimmo so he can get healthy and be for the Rangers.
Do something. Get you right again.
Okay.
Off day tomorrow, so recover. Here's a 2-0. You know, maybe a little less time at that rooftop bar for you before the games.
$3, man.
$3 is $3. Not going to get a deal like that at most parks. So, well, Young is 2 for 2 today, and man, 3-0. We'll see what he's thinking here. He's taken 2 outs. Foscue reached on that weird bouncer past third. Nemo with the single to center. Osuna now running for him. It's a great spot here. 3-1. And that's ball 4. They're loaded up. So, Rangers building an inning, and the Rockies have seen enough. Well, Schaefer heads out there. He's signaled to the bullpen. We saw Jalen Hill warming up. He'll be coming on here with the 5th inning and inheriting 3 base runners to boot. Rangers up 3-2.
Where folks.
3-2 Rangers, bases loaded in the 5th inning with 2 outs. We're going to take you back. Earlier in the game, Brandon Nimmo trying to beat Kyle Freeland to the base. When Nimmo hits the base, that did not look good on that left leg, striding for the base. So that's, I have no clue what it is, but he did not look comfortable when he hit that base, did not look comfortable.
Well, the bases are loaded as Hill steps off now. Disengagement, although that's mostly meaningless here. Jaden Hill, 21st appearance of the season. 2 outs, Foscue, Osuna, and Young, 3rd to 1st. First pitch in there for a strike on Zeke.
Well, should have challenged that one.
Duran had the homer last inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Well, remember it was last Tuesday. We were facing Arizona back at our place when Nimmo rolled his ankle awkwardly to the inside on a close play at first base. Now, I didn't see, there was nothing to indicate that he rolled an ankle again here or aggravated that necessarily, but whatever. I mean, he's had a couple of incidents like that in a week span. Big pitch to Duran. And it's way outside. Sullivan a good job of keeping that in front.
It is important here that you get a decent secondary from third base on a wild pitch, because there's not a lot of room to the backstop. So the catcher can get back to the ball quickly here. It's not just easy to score if it gets back to the wall.
Hill ready again, the 1-2. And there's a little roller up the middle. And Tovar over to first in time. They get
Gonna check the pitcher.
Okay. Well, that ends the inning. Gonna check the pitcher. Rangers strand 3. We're halfway to the house here today. It's 3-2. I could. Rangers baseball on RSN is brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers. And by your North Texas Chevy dealers. Chevy drives Texas. Oh, the beautiful foliage out there, the pine trees and whatnot, the evergreens. Center field, the batter's eye here at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. Rangers up a run as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And Jack Leiter going to work. Let's see, Osuna stays in the game out in right field for Nimmo after running for him last half inning. And it's fouled straight down. 1-1 on Jake McCarthy. So for Leiter, kind of a big inning here. He used 28 pitches last inning. And the last 2 hitters he faced, remember Kyle Karros drew the walk to bring in a run. And then Sullivan ultimately grounded out. Those were 7-pitch at-bats, both of them. And this is in the air, out to right center. Long run, Osuna. He can't get there in time. Bounces off the wall for Hellman. He'll hustle it back in. The throw goes to third, not in time. McCarthy's speed, pretty impressive as he legs out a triple.
Well, I knew it was a hit off of the bat. That's another changeup that he's cutting into lefty's bat head. But man, can he get around the bases. Hellman does well here. Foscue relays it quickly. It's a little bit offline. I don't even know if a perfect throw would have got him. Changeup has to stop cutting.
Yeah, that has been a problem. Moniak now the batter, tying run 90 feet away. And Moniak hammers that foul. Long strike. So Leiter had thrown 36 total pitches in the first 3 innings, but then 28 last inning. And again, we talk a lot about the altitude here and how it affects guys, not just the movement of the ball or the carry on a ball in the air, but also it can take the wind out of you a little bit. As Moniak pops this one foul back out of play. 0-2.
Did get a pretty good rest from the last inning with a pitching change. The Rangers didn't score, but it was a long inning on the other side.
Here's the 0-2. It's buried. So they did announce over the intercom system here that Nemo was taken out of the game with right hamstring tightness. So, and that figures too. Remember, he had a little trouble with that probably about a week and a half ago. Right a little bit up with that one. Oh, they're going to challenge it.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
So Higgy says, hang on a second. I think that was pretty good. And we have an ABS challenge here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Good idea,
Goal is
Higgy.
overturned. Texas has 2 challenges remaining.
So that's strike 3. Moniak is a strikeout victim, 1 away.
I'll tell you what, man, Jim Wolf, he smiles a lot. He's having a good time umpiring a baseball game.
No, he's chatting up the managers between innings and grounds crew, everybody. Yeah, he's a man about town. Infield in, and here's Freeman. He takes strike 1. Freeman today, 1 for 2. He's grounded out and singled to center. Keeps checking down there at third base, see if maybe they would put a play on with McCarthy. Great speed. Freeman kind of a speedster too, and he takes high. 1-1. Big spot here in the 5th. 1-1 pitch. And that's fouled away. Nothing but sunshine all of a sudden. Getting that gorgeous weather we were promised. 1-2 pitch. Man, that looked good. Strike 3 called. Freeman was challenged it, honestly, before the strike call was signaled by Wolf.
Batter is challenging the strike call.
So Jim Wolf lets us know it is another ABS challenge, this one by Freeman. It's not a good challenge.
Goal's overturned. Colorado has 2 challenges remaining.
That gets me every single time, right? Every time. That's what he wanted, was the ball call. I guess I keep looking at it through the lens of the Rangers. Anyway, this one on the ground, up the middle, and that's a base hit. Freeman is on. He gets McCarthy to the plate, and it's a new game. 3-3.
Well, that's the benefit of the triple and having the infield in. This ball hit 98 miles an hour. If Foscue's back, he had to play in, but if he's back, he might be able to get a glove on this, and probably it's an out. But playing infield in, it ends up being a hit.
So Rumfield, the hitter, and ball in the dirt. picked up by Higgy, throws it out there to second, and a great play by Duran to rescue that one from going into center. Freeman advances on the wild pitch.
Nice play by Zeke. Rumfield wants to swing at balls in the dirt. He held up there, but it was close.
1 for 2 so far today, and he chops that one foul. It's counted a ball and a strike. A single run in the first, and then single runs in the 4th and 5th innings for the Rockies. They've scored 3 runs on 6 hits. A little slow tapper third base. Young comes in, throws to first, and they get the out. Freeman able to move up to third base. 2 gone. Take a look at our Ford leaderboard. Look at guys who have had success against right-handed pitching. Now Johnson is 0 for 2 today, but those are pretty big numbers. 362 average against righties, best in baseball.
Interesting list.
Right. I mean, I don't know if that would be. I'm wondering how many of those 4 you would even guess. Well, there's a soft liner into center, and Johnston gets another hit against a righty. That one puts the Rockies back in front. A 2-out RBI single.
Well, they've been able to handle the ball in the zone up today. That wasn't the heater, that was a cutter, but
Triple and 2 singles this inning for the Rockies, and have retaken the lead 4 to 3 as Tovar watches a strike. Rider with a long hold, and it's 0-2. Just battling here today with these Rockies.
Jack has not been as sharp as he was his last couple starts.
His last 2, tremendous.
The other thing too is, this is an assumption, I don't remember all of 24 here, the 3 games. This might be his first time ever also to pitch in Denver, which is different on how your ball moves and how it reacts here.
There's strike 3 called. He gets Tovar looking and gets through the 5th inning, but the Rockies played a couple, and now they have the lead. It's 4 to 3 to the 6th inning.
For Texas.
Our Baylor Scott and White Health Game Diagnosis takes us back to the 4th inning. Ezekiel Duran got the Rangers on the board with a 2-run homer, and then Jake Berger back-to-back follows it up. Gives the Rangers their 3rd run of the game. It was a 3-1 lead at that time. Now it's 4-3 Rockets.
Back and forth we've been going here today. Hopefully there's more backs or more fourths, whatever it is. I don't know which one the Rangers have had. Berger is leading it off here in the 6th inning against Jaden Hill, and that one is outside, ball 1. Berger, Hellman, Higashioka. Still a ways to go in this ball game. It's 1-1. He'll get the final out last inning. Ooh, he gets to chase a fastball there. Strike 2. Berger rolls that one up the middle, but they were waiting for it. Julian there on top of it, throws him out. One away. All right. Gives us a moment here for Progressive.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. New customers could save hundreds by bundling their auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. See how easy it is at progressive.com.
One away. Michael Hellman 0 for 2 so far today, and he fouls that one back.
I'm a little surprised here that Carter's not batting.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of an interesting point. The Rangers do have some guys on the bench ready that they could use. Carter obviously slide right into center field as well. But Hellman got the start, and it's not as if they look at Hellman as a platoon guy right and left per se. I mean, in Carter's case, he is kind of an extreme guy in his ability to hit righties and his struggles with lefties. Oh, 2, and Hellman got underneath it, a pop up near first base. Rumfield looking up at the sunshine and makes the catch. Well, had the shades on, that helped.
Looked like he lost it for a second, huh?
Yeah,
But
because I think it's, you know, it's a real high sky you get here in Denver, and the clouds have cleared out. It can be pretty bright here, it feels like a weird thing to say, but I do feel like there are skies that are brighter than others.
well, maybe he saw it the whole way. Easy play, but just one of his reactions for 1 second made me think he might have lost it. But I tell you what, this Hill guy, he has kind of a short arm action. I wonder, he just looks like a guy it might be tough to pick up his release point. Let's watch his arm action here.
Strike pitch, and that one's lined out over third. That's a base hit, rolling out into that left field corner. And Higgy will take a turn but hold with a 2-out single.
Well, good job, it didn't bother Higgy. Hill with the breaking ball cutter right there, about 89 miles an hour down the middle, and he gets it into that corner, but really nice play there to cut that ball off and hold it to a single by Johnston.
Now a little conversation out on the mound as Sullivan heads out there to talk things over ahead of Evan Carter, announced as a pinch hitter for Haggerty.
That's why I'm not the manager. Skip Schumacher had a plan on when he was going to use Carter in this inning, and here it is.
Okay, so Evan with a man on, and maybe that was part of the thinking, right? Get somebody on first. 2 outs, a chance to keep this inning going. McCutcheon's in the on-deck circle, but he might be lifted for Jack Peterson should Evan produce here.
I'm with you. It's one of those things where you have a lefty warming up in the pen for the Rockies, so you keep your righty out there.
Hills 1-0. And even the count. 1-1. Two lefties in their pen. Sam Peralta, who we saw yesterday as the opener, and Bernardino, who's the man warming. One, and that is up and out. And so they partly that you're on the other side of it. You have to decide, when do you want to use that lefty, or is Peralta also available today? He probably is. He was not effective yesterday, though. 2-1, and that's ripped down to first. Wow, Rumfield was in front of it, though, and he makes the play, and that ends the inning. Wow, that thing was scalded.
This was hit hard. I didn't even see it off the bat. By the time I saw it, it was already in a glove and touching first base. Holding the runner on really helps here. Saves the Rockies from a triple down the line.
In-store or online at rallyhouse.com.
Ah, yes. Hope you're enjoying this nice, tall glass of cool, refreshing Rangers baseball this afternoon. Here are the Rocky Mountains, 4-3 the score. Really cool shot as we take a look at the defensive arrangement now for the Rangers. Hellman moving over into left field as Carter takes over in center. Jacob Junis is the new pitcher.
Having a great season for the Rangers so far in his 17 games, a 180 RA.
All right, a one-run game, and he'll go to work with a backdoor breaking ball, just missed, to Edouard Julien. Julien, Karros, and Sullivan this inning for Colorado. That's in the air, foul. 1-1 to count. Well, the Rangers dropped 2 out of 3 in Houston to really a struggling Astros team. Bouncer up the middle here, backhanded stop. He makes the throw, 1 away. This was supposed to be a road trip, right? You 3 worst teams record-wise in baseball. With the Rangers, road is tough, but you were hoping
right
that they could get a little something going. So you drop 2 out of 3 in Houston, and they're in danger of doing the same thing here in Colorado now.
It's tough. These are major league teams. Yes, the Astros and Rockies are off to bad starts. There's a good chance the Rockies get close to losing 100 games again, you know, at the end of the year after 162. But you still have to play well. You have to play defense well, which the Rangers struggled tremendously at in game 1 of this series. You have to pitch the ball well, and you have to hit the ball well. If you don't do 2 out of those 3 things well, it kind of doesn't matter who you're playing. You're probably going to lose that major league game.
It is funny. There's a strike, 2-1. You'll look at records and you'll say, like, well, these 2 teams, they're not even on the same planet in terms of record. And I'm not saying in this particular matchup, but you take, let's say, just the Rockies and the Yankees.
Yeah.
You say, well, that's not even a contest. But if the Yankees have a day where they just don't play good defense, or they make a lot of base running mistakes, whatever the case, they'll lose. It's just the way it goes. These teams, they all have the ability. It's a high fly ball down the right field line, and that one is caught in foul ground by Osuna. That's a real nice play.
Yeah, the best teams in baseball are still going to have to deal with most likely 60 losses on their record. They're going to not just come from the other really good teams they play. They're going to have losses against teams that end up only winning 60 games on the year. But those really bad teams usually, not counting the Rockies last year, win about 60 games. And they're not just going to beat all the really bad teams that are with them.
Right, and that Rockies team, historically bad last year. They won 43 games. You would look in the box score every day and you'd see what was going on there. And think, wow, it's hard for me to figure out how they're going to win another game, but they won 43 times. A bouncer down to first, and Berger goes to the bag. Nice job by Jacob Junis, a 1-2-3, 6th inning. So we're toward the end now, 7th inning coming up, and it's a 1-run game.
Liberty.
Jock Peterson in to pinch hit again for Andrew McCutchen, and last night it was when Peterson set a franchise record with a 4-hit night off the bench. That record previously held by Rod Barajas, and Jock didn't actually know he broke Barajas' record until we informed him. And he told us, well, it feels even better now that I know that I took some joy from Hot Rod. But beyond that, Jock has been playing pretty well recently, and he agrees. He feels like he's made some strides recently and has done a good job at the top of the lineup amidst some injuries for the Rangers.
Yeah, he's having a nice bounce back season. He's had a lot of quality at bats. He's found his way to first base a lot, and the Rangers need him to find a way on base right here.
Yes, I do. Antonio Sensatella, the new pitcher, 31-year-old right-hander for Colorado. Freeland, Hill, and now Sensatella. And this one is popped straight up in the air. Left side of the infield. He's doing the butterfly stroke to it and makes the catch. Or was that the breaststroke? Butterfly is the other way. Yeah. Sensatella, his 14th appearance of the year. He's more of an Australian crawl guy, as I understand it.
I don't know what that is. Is that a swim stroke?
Yes.
Okay.
Foscue had a base hit his last time up, and he watches outside, ball one. Well, a one-run game, and in this ballpark, we were talking about it a lot last night. Skip Schumacher would tell you a four-run lead here isn't safe. And there's a lot of truth to that. Things can happen here in a hurry. And the Rangers are going to need that to be the case. And there's a line drive out toward center field, a base hit. Foscue has his second hit of the game. Man, what a breath of fresh air he's been.
Making an impact, getting called up. Gets a pitch 92, top of the zone. That's where he likes to hit the ball hard. Where he likes it, hit it hard.
So the tying run is on, and Osuna the batter, and he takes a little bit in. Alejandro came in a pinch run in the 5th inning, his first at bat of the ball game. He came in when Nimmo had to leave with what was reported to us as tightness in his right hamstring. It's a little bit inside. And they'll have another ABS challenge.
Catch is challenging the ball call.
So Sullivan thought that caught a little bit of the zone. And we'll have another ABS challenge. Let's see. Oh, kind of good amount of the zone.
Call's overturned. Colorado has 2 challenges remaining.
Rockies have had some big overturns in this game. I'm not saying that one's big. We'll see what happens here, but 1-1, 2-0, different situation.
Very much so. Strike 2 now on Alejandro. Osuna went 0 for 4 yesterday with a walk, just 2 hits so far on the road trip. There's the 1-2, and that is high. Well, the Rangers have done a lot of their best work offensively this year in the late innings. Rockies bullpen is not exactly a strength of theirs. 2-2, and that is popped up outside of the infield again. Karros is right there. 2 gone in the inning. And I know the stat is tracked. It's not the type of thing I go looking up very often. And something tells me if we went and looked, I would be wrong about this. But I feel like the Rangers have to have twice as many pop outs as any team in baseball.
Okay.
Does it mean it feels like they pop out a lot?
And pop out, what you mean by an infield?
Infield pop.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a hard ground ball up the middle. And that one fielded out there by Julian. He gets his throw to first in time, however, to get Young. The inning is over. Rangers leave a man. 7th inning stretch in Denver. It's a 4-3 game. Well, some fun times in Denver. Rangers, though, trailing by a run as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be the top of the order for the Rockies and Tyler Alexander for the Rangers. Tyler's 22nd appearance of the year. He delivers off the plate for a ball. Tyler was the opener yesterday, pitched a scoreless first inning. Given away to Kumar Rocker, who was outstanding. One right in there, and it's 1-1 on McCarthy. It's McCarthy, Moniak, and Freeman. Pretty crisp Wednesday afternoon in Denver as this is pulled foul. Rain earlier today, earlier in the ball game. Was it about the maybe 2nd, 3rd inning?
Yeah.
And then cleared up. We got some sunshine. It's starting to, clouds starting to build up again. 1-2, and that is lifted into short left field. Hellman coming in, and he makes the catch. So 1 away. Hunter Goodman will pinch hit here for Mickey Moniak. So Moniak, who is one of their better hitters, especially for power, gives away to Goodman. And Goodman, he's also a good hitter, 11 home runs. And one of those things, a couple years ago, he really made a little noise here. He's a catcher who swings a great bat. In 2024, he had 75 extra base hits. Only Shohei Ohtani had more extra base hits that year in the National League.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
No, you would not have. Hardly a soul on the planet would. Now, all that said, he's not a guy looking to walk. He is up there to swing the bat. Last year, 31 homers, 91 RBIs. And he does swing and miss at the first offering from Alexander.
If you have pitches that look like strikes, they don't have to end up being strikes, but they look like strikes, the Rockies will swing.
That's very odd. The one strike pitch, and that one up and out. Scoreboard here, trying to get folks to make a little noise. Whoa. You'll see a guy swing out of his shoes every now and then.
Out of their helmet, though, that's kind of common these days.
It is.
They've made the helmet where it releases pretty easily.
Who was the first guy you remember as a kid who really just would corkscrew himself like that?
I would say Reggie Jackson.
Yep, that's what I was just thinking. It was Reggie-esque right there. One-two, and a swing and a miss. Goodman carved up for the second out of the inning.
Good changeup here. Keeps the ball off the plate. Looks enough like a strike to Goodman that he takes a swing at it, or a whiff at it.
He definitely took a whiff at it. 2 out. Here is Freeman. And he'll watch one just a little bit wide. Well, I think, you know, holding a team to 4 runs in this ballpark, not a small accomplishment. The problem is that the Rangers haven't scored much today, and that is a fairly common theme so far this season. Leiter, not going to tell anybody it was his best outing. Allowed 4 runs on 7 hits in 5 innings. Junis, really good last inning, and now Alexander trying to make it a scoreless 7. But unless the Rangers figure out a little something offensively, it's really not going to matter a whole lot. There's a strike, 3-1. Freeman has a couple of hits today. Fouls that back. It's a full count. Singles in the 4th and 5th innings. Scored what right now is the 4th run of the game for the Rockies, and that's the decisive run. Three-two. And Alexander got him looking. And Freeman was headed straight back to the dugout. He knew it. A 1-2-3 7th inning for Tyler Alexander. Okay, speaking of the offense, here we go to the 8th. Ezekiel Duran will start it off. Jake Berger, those two have both homered, and then Michael Hellman are due.
Well, Ezekiel Duran has played himself into a very different position this season. He has hits in 15 of his last 17 games, including his 4th home run of the season, which he just hit there in the 4th inning. Skip Schumacher said before today's game, when you're getting one pinch hit bat a week and then you get a spot start, that's really hard. But that was essentially Zeke's role last year. But he said when you're playing every day and you know you're going to be in the lineup the next day, even after going 0 for 4, that's a good feeling. But Zeke has absolutely earned that this year.
He's doing a good job of taking advantage of an opportunity.
He's in a hole here, 0-2 to open this 8th inning. Rangers down a run in Denver. And it's very hitter-friendly ballpark. 4-3 the score. And Zeke strikes out swinging. Cincinnati takes care of him pretty quickly here to begin the 8th inning.
Zeke did not have a very good at bat there. That's a good finishing pitch. But that was quick.
Yeah. So, Jake Berger now. Berger had the home run in the 4th inning. And he's having a heck of a road trip. They play him quite deep in the outfield, which is how they play most hitters here. I mean, those guys are way back there. There's a strike, 1-1 the count. Berger has also bounced into a double play and grounded out to second base today. A 1 for 3 afternoon for him.
Getting pretty dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, the crowd's really starting to bunch up and threaten. Bouncer back up the middle, off Cincinnati toward third. And the throw nowhere near in time from Karros. Surprised he offered a throw. Rangers have a man on.
They're going to check on him. Looks like thought I hit him in the leg, but he was kind of moving his hand.
Well, I
wrist.
thought it hit the glove. I thought he.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
Or wrist. My God. Yeah. Just above the glove. The heel of the hand or the wrist. Hard to say. It's moving so quickly there.
Sounded like flesh.
Did. So he signals that he's all right. Everybody back to the dugout.
It looks like the wrist area didn't catch the glove. A little blocked off by his own body there.
So an important base runner out there now. Hellman 0 for 3. And he takes a strike from Senzatella, who threw a scoreless 7th inning. And there is the lefty, Brennan Bernardino, getting loose way out on the bullpen in right field for Colorado. Tapper foul, 0-2. Off day tomorrow for the Rangers. They will spend it in Southern California. We're starting a series with the Angels Friday night. 3 night games in Anaheim. Time called. Hellman backs out. This is Michael's third game since being recalled from Round Rock on Monday. He was a man who came on to the roster when the Rangers put Corey Seager on the injured list. Coleman now in his 8th professional season since being drafted by the Twins in 2018 out of Texas A&M. Popped up, short right field. That's a tough one, and it drops for a base hit. Berger has to hustle to second, and he's out at second base.
We're holding.
And he was caught in between for a moment. Rangers wanted to look to see if that was worth a challenge, and it is not.
Well, let's watch Berger here. There's not much he can do there. He thought he caught it, so that's why he took the step back. He went as hard as he could. He's not a fast guy. Not much else he could do, just unlucky there.
So a fielder's choice. Scored 4-6, and that is not a 4-6 looking fielder's choice. Slow roller third. Carroll throws to first in time. And just like that, this inning up in smoke for the Rangers. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up in Colorado, where the Rockies lead this one by a run. Well, they hosted the 1998 All-Star Game here at Coors Field, and cool mural in Lodo featuring our buddy Pudge. Yeah, this is lower downtown. It used to just be a bunch of abandoned warehouses and kind of an area of town where you figure to see the Mystery Machine and Scooby-Doo, but then they refurbished it beautifully with this ballpark. Now it's a destination area as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Jacob Latz checks in the game here. 4-3 score.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a little bit of time. There hasn't been an opportunity to close a game on the road. Am I correct about that? I know the Rangers have 2 wins, but
a 10-0 victory the other day, and then it was what, 8-0?
Nothing, right?
It was 8-0, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In Houston, so yeah. No save spots. So Latz, well, this 8th inning, make sure he gets a little work before the off day tomorrow, otherwise it'd be forever since he's thrown. And he gets Rumfield swinging and missing at strike 1. So Latz has to keep it a 1-run game, and then the Rangers will have 1 more shot in the 9th inning. Boy, Rumfield.
That's his kryptonite.
Pitches.
Ball's low. On the plate, low.
Yeah, he really wants to get after those. Just misses. 1-2 the count. He did have a base hit. In fact, drove in a run in the first inning. It's fouled back. Rangers in the 9th will have Evan Carter in the DH spot, and Justin Foscue coming up. Oh, that pitch looked pretty good. I think Latz thought it was in there for a strike. Didn't get the call.
Let's see if it was a strike or not. Nope, just below the zone.
Offering, and that was poked right past third base. Now, Rumfield hung in there and got a pitch he could handle. Hit it well, but not for a base hit. We have time here for Spectrum.
Spectrum Internet, the most reliable internet you can count on.
man on for Troy Johnston. He'll take strike one. Johnson has a base hit. He has scored a run. He's driven in a run. And Latz is off the plate. Brennan Bernardino was warming last inning. Left-hander.
Boy, Josh Young, he's now moving back, but he was playing on the line a good 3 steps in on the grass.
Foul back 2-1.
Probably the count going to 2-0. Not thinking he was going to bunt at that point.
I guess 2-1 after taking that full swing. You feel like
well,
still probably.
Yeah, he's now moved in one more step. Doesn't look like he wants to square around and bunt.
No, I don't get anything from the body language, but who knows? Here it comes. Yeah, that's in there for a strike. 2-2. Small lead for Rumfield. There's a swing and a miss, and Latz picks up the strikeout.
Oh, good lefty on lefty heater here. 97 miles an hour. Boy, Jacob Latz late in these games has picked up velocity.
Well rested right now too. I mean, it is live though. And he has taken to this high leverage role. The Rangers appreciative too. One of the leads, and Tovar falls behind 0-1. Tovar, base hit in 3 tries. So we showed you the lefty getting loose for Colorado. Which means the Rangers probably will go to the bench with Carter leading off. The only right-handed hitter they have, though, is Danny Jansen. And Jock Peterson available off the bench as well, but that's it. Peterson, a left-handed hitter. Pardon me. This one fouled back. 0-2. I've already seen Jock. So that's all they have, literally, is Jansen.
I think if they do bring in Bernardino, you just have to. I mean, Carter, I don't think you can hope for a walk.
They struggle against lefties is such that I'm with you. In a 1-run game, yeah, I think you got to give yourself a chance. 0-2. There's a swing and a miss. So Tovar strikes out. 2 away.
Slider right here, 86. Starting it off the plate and then backdooring it for a strike, getting the swing and miss.
It's out 2 away. Willie Castro hitting for Julian here.
Sometimes I question myself. Have I been paying attention this whole series? Has Julian been wearing almost like a upper shin guard the whole time he's been hitting in this series?
This isn't good. Jacob Newburn running out there to take a look at Latz. Assistant athletic trainer. Skip Schumacher out there as well. And Jordan Teague, so, well, whatever he told him, feels like he's okay.
Oh yeah, something. Hopefully he's okay. He says he wants to keep pitching. He's going to keep pitching. Oh, he slipped big time. His foot just did not catch at all. Pretty good pitch for your foot, not even.
Oh
catching.
yeah, I should say. Well, he gets the call he wants, and now Castro backs out.
So he's wearing a, I don't know if I've ever seen one that high.
Nope, I haven't seen anything like that. Almost looks like a old school knee pad for a player on a basketball team or something. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Look at that. It must be new. I do not remember seeing that the last couple of days.
Yeah.
This is his first at bat today. Two-strike pitch, and that is high. Rockies just kind of chipped away a little bit today. Run on the first, a run on the fourth. Scored 2 runs in the 5th inning. All against Leiter. The bullpen's been pretty good since then. And that's where we set. Junis, Alexander, now Latz. Here it comes. Yeah, that's very high. All right, ready again for the 2-2, and it's on the way. And a swing and a miss. So he strikes out the side in the 8th inning. Latz puts up a goose egg in the 8th inning. Rangers bullpen really sharp once again today. The Rangers will have a chance in the 9th thanks to Jacob Latz and the rest of this bullpen, keeping it a 1-run game.
All for Texas.
Now back here with the foot of the Rocky Mountains. There's Red Rocks, where you can see cool concerts. It's one of the great music venues in the country, as Brennan Bernardino will take over now for Colorado in the 9th.
Well, he's a guy you can score on. This is not Mason Miller coming into the game. He can get the job done, but this is not a guy that's going to blow your doors off, not a guy with an unbelievable breaking pitch. Opportunity is here.
Well, Rangers will go to the bench for Danny Jansen, so they have used everyone on the bench today. Jansen batting for corner. Latz having a conversation in the dugout after that last half inning. They just want to make sure everything's all right. And first pitch from Bernardino is outside. Bernardino has had one opportunity to save this year, and he did not convert it. And a curveball gets in there for a strike. Rangers last chance now, down by a run. Oh, that's a strike. And so he was just spinning it, and now Jansen
challenging the strike call.
Jansen will challenge that, an ABS challenge here for Danny. And unfortunately does not go his way.
Confirmed. Texas has 1 challenge remaining.
Good try, though. That was in the 9th inning here, a pitch that close. Good try.
That was the right spot. The 1-2, and they show a changeup away. Bernardino, 34 years old now. And a swing and a miss. He strikes out Jansen.
Just a fastball. Catches the outside corner, and Jansen maybe looking soft. Couldn't catch it.
Not a conventional 9th inning guy by today's standards. Bernardino averages less than 90 miles per hour with his fastball, and he delivers a sinker there low for ball 1. Jock Peterson. He can do damage. He takes on the inside corner, 1-1. Rangers are one swing away from tying this game. Not to say that everybody necessarily sell out for a home run, but it's certainly one way to do it. 2-1 the count. It's just harder and harder in today's game to build big innings, connect a bunch of at-bats. And I would say with perhaps the exception in this ballpark where just the way the yard plays, yes, home runs occur here with more frequency, but so do hits. 2-2. Rangers have out-hit the Rockies today. 10 hits to Colorado's 8 hits, but they just haven't been able to put a bunch of them together in the same inning. 2-2 pitch. And that's last foul. Got him on the hand.
We're holding.
Yeah. Oh, catcher's interference. Jim Wolf, he uses that PA thing somewhat liberally. Let's see. Oh yeah, got the glove.
All right, I call that the David Murphy right there.
He did that a lot.
Yeah. And you can see Sullivan probably just reaching a little bit too far out. Free base runner.
It is scored an error, by the way. Catcher's interference is an error charged to the catcher. And so now Bernardino is going to get a little conversation. So that is a big play right there, because the left-handed hitter, that's, you know, who he was in to get. They could almost excuse a right-hander getting on, but his job really was to make sure he got the lefty. Now he's in a spot where he's going to face the right-hander Foscue. Osuna waiting on deck, and he has to face Foscue, right? I mean, you got the 3-batter minimum.
I'm just going to assume he's going to face Osuna too.
I would think so, but they are working in that bullpen, and it makes me wonder how much faith they have in Bernardino. He a very hard throwing right-hander. He's the guy we were telling you about the other night, threw 103.3 with a fastball earlier against Houston this year. Anyway, Bernardino, the soft tossing lefty against Foscue. And he pours a fastball in there, strike one. Two more hits today for Foscue. One strike offering. And that is outside.
Foscue can get something on the plate up. I swear, it seems like he likes hitting the ball hard.
Well, he hits this one through the right side. That's a base hit. Peterson stops at second. So the Rangers have 2 men on in the 9th inning.
Great job by Foscue using the whole field. That pitch is below the zone, 91 fastball. Playing him up the middle with the second baseman, and beautiful job of hitting. The Rangers have themselves a chance.
There they are, 2 very important base runners. And Alejandro Osuna left on left here, and he bounces this one left side of the infield, deep in the hole, short, no play. Everybody's safe, and the Rangers get that tying run to third, the go-ahead run to second base. Infield hit for Osuna.
Contact. How important is contact? Put the ball in play and let's see what happens.
So Bernardino couldn't get it done. They'll take the baseball from the left-hander. He leaves with 1 out in the 9th inning. The base is loaded. He's responsible for all of them. And the hard-throwing right-hander Mejia coming in.
In the dock of the box.
Well, there you see it. It's a 1-run game. The key there are all those filled bases on the diamond. Rangers have them loaded in the 9th with 1 out. And Juan Mejia is the new Rockies pitcher.
Well, I don't know how much trust they really have in him. I thought that he would be pitching to start the 9th inning, but they went to Bernardino, now Mejia in a jam, trying to work out of it. Josh Young hitting in the rain here.
Yeah, they put Mejia in quite a little spot here. You see that he's done a good job of stranding runners, at least the 3 of them he's had this year. Well, this is quite a pickle as Young swings and fouls that one off, strike 1. Rangers' best hitter so far this year at the plate. 2 hits and a walk today for Young. A base hit here would not just tie the game, would likely give the Rangers the lead. Foscue, a key to this whole thing out there at second base. He'll probably take a bigger secondary lead. That one's to the backstop. Here comes a tying run, and Peterson scores. Right off the glove. Sullivan just couldn't catch it, and a pass ball ties this game. Wow.
I wouldn't have thought this here. Fastball, very catchable. It just clanks off the glove, and Peterson hustling home. Now the infield comes in.
Boy, what an inning for Sullivan. The catcher's interference and now the pass ball. My, oh my. Young fouls that back, and it stays 0-2.
Well, the just touching it approach here can maybe give you the lead.
Go ahead run at third base. 4-4 in the 9th inning. Rangers doing it again late. Infield is in, the 0-2. And that is off the plate. Rain has started to fall now in this 9th inning as well. And cold rain at that. A lot of fans seeking cover. The 1-2 off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the runners out there, both very capable. Foscue at third, Osuna good speed at second. Here it comes. And a ground ball that's through into left field, a base hit. Rangers have the lead. Osuna slams on the brakes and heads back to third. Whoa. He was barreling for the plate, but Ragsdale got his attention and saved him from a close play at the plate. Rangers are up 5-4.
2-strike hitting. Josh Young in the clutch. Gets a breaking ball. Look, that ball's 3-4 inches off of the plate, but it's up enough that he can get the barrel to the ball. And Ragsdale does a great job here of holding because he would have been out.
What an inning. First and third now. And Duran takes strike 1. 2 runs have scored. Rangers have inched out in front now 5-4. Rain coming down a little harder now too. 1-strike pitch, and that one is line foul. Let me ask you something here, Mike. You've played in a whole lot of baseball games in your life. When you have a rain like this, nobody loves it. Is it harder for the pitcher or is it harder for the hitter?
Well, from a pitcher standpoint, you don't like pitching in this because of gripping the ball and then your foot hitting violently on the ground. So I would say from a hitter standpoint, you can kind of softly put your front foot down. You don't need it to stick as much. You do want your back foot to stick, but when you're lifting your leg like this, you want your foot on the rubber to stay, and then you need your foot landing to stick.
Time called here by Duran.
The other thing too is the grip, and now you don't have any sticky stuff.
Yeah. 0-2. Oh, and Duran chases strike 3. His last 2 at bats, both of them he'd like do-overs. 2 gone. Here is Jake Berger now. Rangers not done yet. In the bottom of the 9th, the Rockies will have the 8, 9, and leadoff hitters coming up. And that one's way off the plate from Mejia. So Karros, Sullivan, Jake McCarthy would be the batters due. A righty and a couple of lefties. And the question would be, where are you with Lance? What do the Rangers want to do in that regard? Bouncer, second base. And that one gathered up and thrown over to first in time to get Berger. The inning is done, but the Rangers down by a run in the 9th. It starts with Jock Peterson getting on via catcher's interference. A little bit later in the inning, a ball off the glove to the backstop. Scores Jock from third. And then the go-ahead run. Josh Young with 2 strikes brings home the 5th run. Rangers up to the bottom of the 9th.
Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Well, there you see those guys, and if you're wondering, well, who are those fellas down there in the Rangers dugout? Those Rockies guys. That doesn't make any sense. That's the grounds crew, and they are positioning themselves near the tarp. This is unreal. So we get to the bottom of the 9th inning. Rangers have just taken a lead and hoping to get to this bottom of the 9th without incident. Carroll's leading it off for the Rockies. Lat's back out for another inning, and he's up and out with ball 1. So Osuna moves from right field into left field for the Rangers. Hellman back into center field, and Jock Peterson takes over in right for this 9th inning. The Rangers had to shuffle some things up to get those runs in the top of the inning and make the adjustments defensively.
Well, your choice was either Peterson out there or Jansen out there.
There's a strike, and it's 1-2 to Karros. Jacob pitching with a 1-run lead. The 1-2 pitch fouled off. Well, the reason I was asking you that question earlier about the rain is kind of hoping you would tell me that it's really tough on the hitters for the 9th inning.
It's not easy because you are having raindrops, you know, and you're trying to concentrate on a ball going 90-something miles an hour.
Speaking of which, I'm looking pretty close. This is outside.
You know, I see batters too. They'll put the bat underneath their armpit, so they want that ball, when they hit it, to catch the bat and not slip.
2-2. And that's fouled over to the right side.
Rather him to stop trying to hit the ball to the right side.
Well, I hear you. What a spot. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go? No! Wow. Full count.
Ooh, that's close.
That is so close, right on the line.
It could go either way.
Yeah. Well, that makes for the 3-2 now. And a high fly ball right field. Peterson angling toward that corner and pulls that one out of the raindrops for out number 1.
No problem.
Piece of cake.
Can of corn.
Oh, Jock makes good on the first play in this 9th inning. And now the Rockies will go to the bench for Braxton Fulford, a speedy backup catcher. That means they have just one man left on the bench, and I'm not real sure how available Brenton Doyle really is. He today was reported to have a, what was it, a contusion on his obliques.
Yeah, oblique contusion.
Diving for a ball yesterday and hurt himself. This one fouled off by Fulford for strike one.
Ninth inning, the Rockies haven't stopped hacking at pitches.
One strike pitch and a swing and a miss. 0-2. That's a tough gig for Fulford to come out here after a long afternoon in the cold. A lot of inactivity, and have to come in and face Latz under these conditions. One out, nobody on. Here he comes. And it's fouled away. Rangers with 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning to rescue this game, at least for the moment. Latz needs to get 2 more outs. Pitch to scoreless 8th inning is 0-2, up and out. I mentioned earlier he's well rested, but that last pitch got away from him a little bit. I think he lost his grip.
Yeah, or, you know, he could have lost his footing where that foot hit and he didn't feel comfortable, and then everything trails.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out Fulford, and there are 2 away.
Well, after the high heater, he goes with the soft changeup, and that is a pitch the Rockies love swinging at. On the plate, below the zone. Another one bites the dust. Need one more.
So it's Jake McCarthy, their leadoff man, a left-handed hitter. The first pitch to him, did he go? No. Porter waits him safe. Rangers got 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 9th for their 5 runs today. 13 hits. 1-0. And a chopper right side of the infield. Foscue has it. Throws to first in time. And the Rangers steal one from the Rockies today. And they win the series 2-1. Wow.
Comeback win for the Rangers. Great job in the 9th inning to get the 2 runs needed, and Jacob Latz, he doesn't get a save here, he gets the W with those last 2 innings of work.
Boy, what a great finish to this one for the Rangers. Battled all day, and they emerged with a 5-4 win. Let's take